Hey there, friends. It's Lynn, and it is getting closer to the end of March. Now, do you remember what our goal was? Our very specific goal that we did for our March planning? Yeah, we do every month. We do a couple of things that are the same all the time, like planning your exercise for the month, etc., etc. But this month, we've also made a goal to pick 1 week to not drink, and meaning not drink alcohol. I know that should be explicit, but just putting it out there. 1 week to not drink alcohol. We are getting towards the end of the month of March. We want to do this goal. And if you have not done this with me, that 1 week, then really what I want you to do is really think and have super, super clear clarity on why you haven't done this. Now, those of you who don't drink anyway, slam dunk, you're done. Easy peasy. The rest of us, though, which is even more of us than usual because of COVID and lockdown, if you are feeling like you're the only one who drank more during COVID, you are not alone. I was actually talking to my physician a few weeks back, and I asked her, it's a small community, so she gets to know this community really well, and I asked her, how's the community doing? Like, how are people? Because you get to see what's really going on. And I know, the doctor, she can't break any HIPAA laws, of course, but she can talk in generalities. And when I asked her, how's the community doing? It kind of stopped her in her tracks. And she paused and she looked at me and she said, we're struggling. Our teens are struggling. The whole community's struggling. And everybody is drinking way, way too much. And it's starting to hurt our health. And so that's really part of what inspired this for me, is for us to come together and say, okay, we're going to take an experiment, do 1 week, completely alcohol-free, no exceptions. And then we can go back to what we normally do if that's what we choose to do, right? Because I want you to choose what kind of life you live. But I also want you to make sure that you have more control over this thing called alcohol than you may realize you have, or whether it has control over you. So if you have not done this experiment yet with me, 1 week, alcohol-free, don't worry, there's still time to do it. If you get to the end of the month and have not done that experiment, I want you to be crystal clear on why you haven't done it. And if you push it off to try it later, that's great, but make sure you actually try it later, because this is the thing. This is your way of discovering if you really do have agency over your life, if you really do have control over this one thing, or if it has possibly more control over you than you realize. And if you find yourself saying, oh, well, I could do that experiment, it would be no problem, I just don't want to. That's a big red flag. That's a big, 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 big red flag. Okay? So find a week, and I challenge you this with all the compassion and love in the world. Find a week, alcohol-free, see what happens, see how it changes. Go back to previous episodes where I talk about this alcohol thing in more detail. And actually, you could go to the podcast and search them, right? Podcasts are searchable now. Just search the word alcohol in couchtoactive.com/podcast. That's couchtoactive.com/podcast. Search for the word alcohol, and you'll be able to see any and every episode where I mention in the title or show notes the word alcohol. And really get your head around this and make sure you've got really good clarity on this for you, because it's something that can really, really help you meet or sabotage your health and fitness goals. And I'm not here to tell you never drink again, because that's not my goal. That's not my goal at all for me. That's not how I choose to live my life. But I'm here to really help you be more empowered and feel more power over every area of your life. And this is definitely one of them. Alrighty, friends, let me know how this goes. I can't wait to hear from you soon, right? And head on over, listen to those podcasts, couchtoactive.com/podcast.